Now, I haven't really talked to you about this, Gail, and I haven't talked to Chris about this, but I got some news from Fez Whatley uh, earlier this week, and I decided to let him be the one to say this. But I know for 15 fucking years at least, um, we've been trying to get Fez better, and I wish he would just have some good news just once.
That'd be
So
nice.
it would be nice. But we have Fez on the phone right now. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I guess
Yeah.
Joe Biden's just kind of stealing my thunder here with news, but
I really don't even feel like going to you now, if I'm going to be totally honest, Fez.
sure.
You kind of buried the lead. But let Gail and Chris know what's going on with you.
Well, if the year 2020 couldn't get any worse, I've been having a bunch of tests done over the past couple of weeks. Oh, excuse me. And I have to have more heart surgery.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Now, what's this going to be, buddy?
This is they're going to have to put in a defibrillator pacemaker combo.
The $6 million man.
Yep. I'll be more machine than man now, Ron.
Now, I know this is a rough thing to say. What did that they said to you, but what if you didn't have it done? What was their opinion there?
Well, that was my first question. I saw the doctor this week, and I said, is it absolutely necessary? And the way he described it to me was, after the heart attack, number 6, 2 years ago, the silent heart attack of 18, my heart never was able to bounce back. It was already in bad shape, but it wasn't able to bounce back from that one. And my heartbeat has been irregular, and they went and looked at it again, and it's just not strong enough to go without the defibrillator pacemaker. So as my cardiologist actually put it, he said, if your heart gets too stressed out, it may just fizzle out completely. It may just decide to stop.
Well, at least these aren't very stressful times. That's the beauty of it. This is now, Fezzy. When are they going to do this? Do you know, buddy?
Well, I have to have a consultation with the surgeon on September 8th. That was the soonest I could get in to see him, and then we'll figure out a date from there.
Now, I mean, when you hear this, of course, it's always like a little scary and a little fucked up, especially with everything you've been through. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really get too much time without hearing something bad. By the way, have you been in to see your shrink yet?
Yeah, I had a video conference with the shrink yesterday.
Video conference? That's fucking terrible.
My shrink will no longer allow people in his office. So it's nice when your shrink has as many or worse phobias than you do.
Right. There's been so many charges against your shrink. You can't have people inside. Here's the only thing I thought about it. At least now, you don't have to think about it as much. You know what I mean? Like if you're like those things that you get when you sometimes think you're having a heart attack, you know that if you were, the defibrillator would kick in, right?
Right. Yeah. The doctor said the way it works is once it's attached and everything's working, if it senses something's going off with my heart, it'll send a current to my heart to try to get it beating normally again.
Yeah.
And he said, you don't even feel that. He said, now, should it go out altogether, he says, then it will zap you, and it's going to feel like a horse kicked you in the chest.
Why would it feel like a whore kicked you in the chest? That's ridiculous.
Horse. Horse with an S.
Okay. So
Not whores.
Yeah. So does that give you any kind of at least comfort to know that you got that backup now? You know what I mean? Like you do have some backup?
Well, I mean, it's hurricane season, so it's always nice to have a backup generator.
Right.
But I don't know. That kick in the chest thing, all I could think of is, well, what if I'm not dead? What if it kicks me in the chest, just because it feels like it? Just because it goes offline or something?
Or you say something off color. I could understand that. I could see that.
Yeah.
Now, the other weird thing is you're kind of being monitored all the time now.
Yeah, I wondered about that too, because my dad had one of these.
Right.
And he had actually like a base unit that he kept at the house that, was connected to his device. And I'm like, they must be able to follow you. They must know where I'm going.
And you're happy with the hospital that you were going to and all that, and the doctor?
Yeah, I did ask if we could, wait until everything's a little less virusy in the Florida hospitals.
Yeah.
And I was told that this particular hospital where I had to have it done has a really great COVID record, and they have all kinds of procedures and protocols, and I was getting a real sales pitch on that.
The only thing is, the only reason why I would say don't wait is I want you to get this done before the Bucks get into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a good point.
That's more stressful.
The stress of watching Tampa Bay lead us.
Fez, it's Tampa Bay. It's
not anymore.
There's no map that says Tampa Bay. It's a ridiculous thing that he's doing to your community. But you do feel like, well, you're nervous right now. You're upset that you're having it done, but you can see the upside too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know I need to have it done, but it's like, oh God, I just don't want someone going inside my chest again. It really hurt the last 2 times they did it.
I know, buddy.
It really, really sucked.
Yeah. And those things always even lead to like depression and shit like that, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I think that this should be easier than the bypass stuff, though, right? I mean, that bypass stuff.
I'm trying to remember when my father had his put in, which was a long time ago, so I'm sure they've improved it since then. That was decades ago. And I think they were able to go in between the ribs without having to break them to get it implanted.
Ugh. I don't even like
but even that sounds like, you're tearing into some rib meat.
Yeah. I know, rib meat hurts when you cut it. All right, so I just, it just fucking is such a pain in the ass that I know how many years you've been dealing with this shit. We always felt like, okay, the stent, that's good. Okay, the next stent, that's good. Oh, good. Now that you're going to have the open heart surgery, you'll get back to blah, blah, blah. So it's depressing, but I do know a lot of people, after they have this put in, they're like, they get a steady heartbeat. They find out that they have more energy than they did before. You may get to the point, Fez, where you're able to masturbate to gay porn once again. That could be the good. That could be the good news. Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Do you not even feel comfortable with that now? Like something like that might be too stressful on you?
I've tried it and get chest pains doing that much.
Yeah.
That is a true story.
No, I realize that. I know a lot of people.
Even that works it up too much. It's just too much damage in there anymore.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'll be 15 years in November since the first heart attack.
I remember that like it was yesterday. It's the craziest fucking thing, but I have every memory of that. And Gail, I know I've told this story before, but the night that I was in with Fez when he had the heart attack, when I was leaving, I'm heading down, I think it was Lexington. A fucking drunk kid jumps out, starts yelling, "Hey, Ron, blah, blah, blah. You want to come in? We're having a party here." Fucking Chris Stanley.
Weird. So strange. That's the
Really
night
weird.
you met him. It's almost
true,
like he manifested from it.
It's like when I say when one curse closes, another one opens up.
And so inappropriate to be having a party while I'm upstairs in a hospital bed.
I didn't know.
Dude, it's inappropriate that you're laughing now. Fezzy has to go through this next thing.
It's terrible.
It's
Now
so
you're
brutal.
finally getting around to it.
Yeah. I hate the new intern.
I know. He's fucking... Can I tell you something? I mean, I tell him he's good at stuff, but I don't know how long I can put up with it. You know,
What?
new guys always give me the skeeves. They all give me the skeeves. Well, buddy, I'm sorry that you're going through this, but I do have, high hopes that this could be the thing that straightens you out. You know?
That part would be nice. Because it's hard to do anything anymore, especially in this heat.
You're not getting out much, I guess. COVID, heat of the summer, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all got me just barricaded inside the house.
You can't even take a walk around your neighborhood?
I do, but then I end up eating a nitro pill, and then, I better get back. That's the last thing I want to be found on a sidewalk in Pinellas Park.
It's what I always thought was going to happen to you. Just in some Pinellas Park gutter, How's your family feel about this? Is everything cool there?
Yeah. Everyone does the, it sounds like it's for the best.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if anyone does have any concerns, they're hiding them very well.
Yeah. Now
and then I hear about their problems.
Right. I know you were upset because your brother's moving away.
Yeah, my little brother, the one sibling that you speak to, he's moving to Jacksonville.
And that's kind of fucked up for you, huh?
Yeah, especially having a Jags fan in the family, I guess.
I don't think he'll move over. I think he'll stay with Tampa.
He told me he would.
Yeah. But the other thing is he's taking the kids.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Yeah, the whole family's moving.
Yeah. You don't think he's just moving away from you, do you? I mean, do you think that they decide it might be easier?
It's run past my mind. Yeah, I've considered that. This isn't a job opportunity. This is an escape.
We really do got to get your heart in good shape for the playoffs and for the presidential election. That's a lot of stress coming your way. And I'm sure the next COVID spike. None of that stuff is easy. Yeah.
If I do this, when I have this surgery, they better play an NFL season if I go through this hell.
Do you think they're going to play a college football season or no, Fez?
No, there's too many. When the Big Ten drops out, you know, the whole NCAA is going to follow along.
And you get a lot of joy from college football every year.
Oh, yeah, that's at least zero distraction.
Oh, I just saw this. The Pac-12 has also canceled their season.
Great. More bad news.
Now, both of them said they're eyeing the spring. How the fuck are you going to play spring football and then a couple months later fall football again? They just
They're
want
just
this
saying
money.
They're just saying whatever they need to at this point.
Right.
My cardiologist, I went to see him, and he's wearing an Ohio State mask, and
Right.
I'm like, oh, great, Big Ten. It's nice when your doctor's a quitter. Good.
Right. Here's the thing, and I don't mean any disrespect, but I think Ohio State fans should have been wearing masks their whole fucking life. There, I said it.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. So I'm edgy, Fezzy. I'm gonna fucking go to those edgy
Ouch.
spots. Well, look, buddy. I do think this is probably going to work better than you think right now, but I totally get that you don't want to go through this again. But if you get any kind of fears or weirdness, I want you to feel free to call Gail or Chris. I'll keep them available for you.
I am available for sure.
Whatever you need.
I'm very, very busy, Fez. I got another town hall coming up. I just did an unmask. I don't have the time. But if you leave me an email, normally it takes me a couple days to get back to it.
Could you put me through to Ron, please?
All right. Thanks for talking with us, Fezzy. We love
you so
buddy.
much, buddy.
Love you
Love
too.
you, Fez.
I'll keep you updated.
Thank you.
Please do.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, Fezzy. It's always something with Fez, huh?
I know.